few things that I wanted to get off, or not get off my chest. A few things that I wanted to say before I get started with this video. I wanted to kind of give you a couple of things that's going to be happening this week. I did an interview with Nick Gets Fit last night. I think it was last night. Yeah, it was last night. So part A is going to be on my channel. Part B is going to be on her channel. So I'll link that, and then I'll link a couple other things down below and her channel, and then go check that out. And then somebody asked me to do a juicing video. I was going to do it today, and then I'm like, you know what? I just need a day off. So it happened. Sorry, people are texting me. So somebody asked me to do this juicing video, and I'm like, I don't have many juicing videos myself because I generally stick to two different juices. So I'm going to dig back into my catalog of videos, but I'm also going to review a couple other channels. So I'm going to put like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 whatever videos together, and then I'll just make it all into one video, and it'll be pretty awesome. I think that's a good topic, especially coming in. Obviously it's snowing out, but we're coming in to next season when some of the stuff that you can juice is easier to find. Like I showed everybody in the video, I don't even remember which video that was. The shelves are barren right now. They're getting a little bit better. I think it's just because of that massive blizzard that we got hit with. I hope that's the only reason. So they've been limiting what you can buy. So I haven't really been buying stuff to juice because there's just limited quantity of everything. Hopefully that's going to stop hopefully this week. We're not really supposed to get any snow again, but with lake effect snow, you never want to know when you're going to get hit. So tonight's video, I wanted to talk about simplicity in the diet. That's something that comes up a lot in the comment section, and maybe something else will pop into my head, and we'll talk about that. I don't want to make it too long a video because I know it's going to be Monday morning, and people are, coming off the weekend and whatnot. So simplicity in the diet, I think, is one of the best things that you can do for yourself for A, health, and for B, sanity. So if you've, like tonight, and I'm going to show a video of it. Everybody wants to see my plain Jane food. This isn't as plain as normal. This is potatoes, sauerkraut, pickled peppers, and just ketchup. Nutritional yeast too. And a kitty. So I just cubed up some potatoes. I boiled them. I was originally going to make mashed potatoes, and I realized that I didn't have. I cannot make mashed potatoes without Oatly or like some oat milk or something like that with the low fat. I don't put that much in there, but I just don't like it with straight up water. So I just ended up leaving them cubed, and I put some corn on top, some sauerkraut that my dad made, and nutritional yeast and a little bit of ketchup and mustard. It was phenomenal. And then I did that twice. I went back for second servings. The only problem that you run into with potatoes is they fill you up really quick, and then you're hungry again, and they fill you up really quick, and then you're hungry again. So I usually tend to combine them with another starch, like a bean or rice or something like that. Tonight I did not do that. I kind of wish I would have, but I had dates afterwards, and it was phenomenal. But, that doesn't have to just be, just that meal. I mean, you can just make white rice and corn and beans, or, white rice and, cabbage. You just keep this very simple, but high in carbohydrates. And it's like a winning combination. And it's something that you don't have to think about, especially most people's dreaded day of the week is Monday. I don't have any of that because I don't really go to a normal job. But back when I did do that kind of stuff, Tuesday was my most hated job, or day of the job. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. Monday seems like you're still kind of on the weekend, but then Tuesday reality hits, and you're like, it's another work week. So keep it simple. People are stressed out, from work or whatever, or prices and all that kind of stuff. And, speaking of prices, the more simple you keep it. I mean, you can get a 50-pound bag of rice, which I've got like 3 upstairs, for less than $50 a piece. I mean, so, if you're trying to cost average other things in your life, like the gas prices and the utility prices, and the property taxes keep going up and everything. So if you can lessen how much you're spending on food and making more simple meals, you might actually save money in the long run. And you'll also save money on not going to the doctor anymore. So, but the more simple you keep it, the easier it is to stick to in the longer run. Now, I do have people come on here and are like, I like making complicated meals. Fine. I mean, if I'm not saying that you have to make basically mono meals. I kind of do borderline mono meals for everything, but I mean, it's not something that you have to do, but I think a lot of people would rather spend time on other things than trying to figure out what to make for dinner or lunch or breakfast. Or I don't really like to label them, because then you feel like you have to stick to a time frame or, a time of day or, whatever it might be. Or, some people look at their watch and you're like, well, I ate 2 hours ago. I can't eat now. I ate 2 hours ago. So stick away from the labeling of things and just go by when you're actually hungry. I fall into this too. I typically eat at certain times of the day. But I haven't been doing that, and I have definitely noticed that my endurance has increased quite a bit. People who have lost weight on this diet have a very high consistency of one thing, and that is they are not scared of sugar. That Pauline, her boyfriend or husband or whatever, he did a video on Nick Gets Fit did a video on him, and he did an experiment for 30 days where he ate, I think it was I forget how many calories over what he needed to do, but by the end of the month, it was basically 15,000 calories over what he was supposed to eat. And he was adding in a ton of extra sugar, and he actually lost 3 pounds, and he was already like paper thin to begin with, and he lost 3 pounds over the month. So you've got to get it into your head that sugar is not the enemy. And if you are an endurance athlete, even if you're a lifting athlete, if you're an athlete of any kind, and it doesn't have to be an organized sport. I mean, if you're somebody who goes and lifts, if you're somebody who walks, if you're somebody who rides bike, if you're somebody who swims, if you're somebody who does climbing or something like that, you're an athlete to some level. And the better performance you're going to get, or karate, like martial arts, the better performance you have is off of sugar. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it glucose, fructose, sucrose. You can call it carbohydrates. It doesn't matter. To your body, it's all the same thing. It's all one molecule. It breaks it down to one molecule. That's why if you're using a proteolytic type probiotic, you can put that into your smoothies, and it actually starts breaking everything down into its individual molecules. And if you're already having trouble with your digestion, this will be something that increases your digestion like 20-fold, because what it does is it goes into your gut, and it continues that process, and then you get that good bacteria from it, and it stays in there, and it just helps you break down your food more and more and more. And pretty soon you'll notice that your gut is a lot flatter and you're losing a lot more weight. I really need to get that stuff myself, because I used to do that, and it's incredible how well that stuff works. The only one that I know of is out of Puridyne. That is my suggestion, to do these kind of things. Add the sugar in, like add maybe 150 grams a day, and just see how much better you feel and how much better you perform. Put like maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons in a glass of water before you go to bed. For me and for a lot of people, that is like you fall asleep so quick and you just stay asleep. It's crazy. So these are tips and tricks and things that I have used, a lot of people have used to help themselves out, especially with endurance. I know I keep talking about that, but I have been shocked at how much my endurance has gone up over this last week. It's not even been a week yet. That's my video. I try to keep them short as I possibly can on Mondays. So got any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below. Give me a like, subscribe, and if you got a topic you want me to talk about, let me know, and I'll talk to you next time.